The Commissioner of Police says the ground has been put in place to bring hockey back to its original home, while at the same time providing a space for other sports that can use the turf.
The Tobago Police Service, what we are doing here is what should have been done years ago. Hockey was here. This was the home of hockey just over 2 decades ago. But somebody got a bright idea to send it to Tobago, and that killed the sport. Since then, for 2 decades, I think they're on about the 4th or 5th AstroTurf, and it's still not there. What we have, this is really the only bona fide AstroTurf in the country at this time. This was built for hockey, football, and even windball cricket.
The ground will also be made available for community use, adding the turf is in no way meant to compete with the one at the National Hockey Centre.
This is definitely not to compete with Tobago. That will still be seen for some reason as the home for hockey. That is where the international ground will be, because they will be looking at probably a 2G surface. But this will ensure that the sport can come back.
Griffith stressed that maintenance of the new AstroTurf will be of significant importance.
More important than this, anyone could put on an AstroTurf. Maintenance is critical. We have seen all the stadia around the country. If you do not have proper maintenance, you're going to end up just like what happened in the hockey fields in Tobago. You could, if you just look to my left in the North Ground, it is, I think, without question, it is the best football ground in the country at this time. This year is the same thing. We intend to ensure there's proper maintenance.
He believes the benefit of using the turf will match the cost and more in the long term.
Again, when you look at cost-benefit analysis, the cost for the turf itself was less than $1 million. I think it's about $800,000. But if it is that we put more of these, even my son was in Sunderland playing football all over England now. That is what is being used this year, based on maintenance and having it used much more, because you can't play football constantly on a field, because, as I said, it will turn to either dust or mud. This year, this can be something that can be a profit. I think it's something that we should look at much more, have many more of these facilities around the country.
Kent Fuentes, TTT Sports.